Never let people know where you bleed, because the moment the wrong person discovers your pain, they do not always protect it. Sometimes they study it. They learn what makes you react, what makes you chase, what makes you explain, and what makes you weak. Once someone knows exactly where your pain lives, they can touch that place whenever they want control over you. Machiavelli understood something most people learn too late. Power is not only about what you show. Power is also about what you hide. The world does not treat every emotion with kindness. Some people will see your honesty and respect it. Others will see your pain as information. And information in the wrong hands becomes a weapon. This video is not about becoming cold. It is about becoming disciplined enough to stop giving dangerous people access to the deepest parts of you. Most people think vulnerability always creates connection. Sometimes it does. With the right person, vulnerability builds trust. But with the wrong person, vulnerability gives them a map to your insecurity, a map to your fear, a map to your abandonment wound, a map to your need for validation. Once they have that map, they no longer have to guess how to control you. They know silence makes you panic. They know rejection makes you chase. They know criticism makes you over-explain. They know distance makes you beg. That is why you must be careful with who gets emotional access to you. Not everyone who listens to your pain deserves to know it. Some people are not listening to understand you. They are listening to collect power over you. There are people who feel powerful when you are unstable. They like seeing you nervous, desperate, explaining yourself, and knowing they can ruin your peace with one message, one silence, one insult, or one small withdrawal. These people do not love you. They love access to your reaction. If they know you are terrified of abandonment, they will threaten distance. If they know you need to be understood, they will misunderstand you on purpose. If they know you cannot tolerate silence, they will disappear just to watch you chase. Stop rewarding people with emotional honesty when they have already shown emotional cruelty. You cannot keep handing your deepest wounds to people who keep proving they do not know how to hold them. A dangerous person is not someone who feels no pain. That is not strength. That is numbness. A dangerous person feels everything, but does not let every feeling control their behavior. They feel betrayal, but they do not beg. They feel disappointment, but they do not collapse. They feel anger, but they do not explode. They feel loneliness, but they do not run back to people who destroyed their peace. Weak people broadcast every wound. Strong people process it privately. They do not announce every heartbreak. They disappear, heal, train, work, and build. When they return, people see the result, not the nights of silence that created it. Many people expose their pain because they want someone to finally choose them. They think, if they see how much I suffered, maybe they will care. If they understand how badly they hurt me, maybe they will change. But people who care do not need endless proof that they hurt you, and people who do not care will not suddenly become kind because you explained the wound better. Never use your pain as a negotiation tool. Your suffering is not an audition for love. If someone needs to see you destroyed before they treat you with basic respect, they are not safe for your soul. The less people know about your emotional weaknesses, the harder you are to manipulate. When they do not know what you fear, they cannot easily threaten it. When they do not know what you crave, they cannot easily bait you with it. When they do not know what broke you, they cannot easily recreate it. This does not mean you become fake. It means you become selective. You choose who sees the vulnerable version of you. You choose who gets access to your real story. Some people should only receive your manners. Some should only receive your silence. Some should only receive your absence. Never let people know your pain too quickly. Never hand your wounds to people who have not earned your trust. Never reveal your deepest fear to someone who already enjoys your reaction. Pain is not just emotion. Pain is information, and information in the wrong hands becomes control. Protect your silence, protect your story, protect your healing. You do not need to prove you are hurt or convince careless people to care. Let them wonder, let them assume, let them underestimate how much you survived while they are guessing. Rebuild quietly, privately, and completely. The most powerful version of you will not be born in public. It will be built in silence, and when it appears, nobody will know exactly what changed. They will only know one thing: you are not easy to hurt anymore.